Actor Jeremy Strong goes off the rails with, to put it lightly, is pretty insane stuff to say about Hollywood. And a lot of the stuff that he says is exactly what we have been fearing, what we have been criticizing Hollywood for years now at this point. But before we get into that, we're also going to be taking a look at this film that he is going to be coming out soon and called Armageddon Time. And we're going to take a look at what the director has to say here, because this film looks absolutely vile. This film is completely agenda driven. It is a film that is totally anti-American, and it looks completely disgusting. So let's get into what the director has to say here when it comes to this movie. And honestly, these people are totally just exposing themselves just out in the open now, and they aren't even holding back what the true purpose is of Hollywood these days. So Armageddon Time director hopes Trump supporters hate his movie. James Gray, director of the upcoming Armageddon Time, is promoting his Oscar bait by openly hoping that Trump supporters hate his film. So let's get into what he has to say here. So this is what the Hollywood Reporter is asking him here. Characters are very critical of Reagan in the film, and Donald Trump's parents appear as menacing presences at your school. Are you worried that your film may alienate those outside of blue state America? Already, this film sounds like it's so whack. I didn't make it for Democrats or Republicans. In some ways, I made it for Republicans. When you're fighting paycheck to paycheck, it's easy to say, what do you mean, white privilege? I don't feel any effing privilege. Then a Hollywood Reporter asks, but certainly you see how the current media landscape weaponizes culture. To which he replies, my only answer would be that I don't really care. It's like saying, do you care that Joseph Goebbels has a real problem with your movie? It's like, no, I don't care. That's an excellent enemy to have. I don't care that Donald Trump doesn't like it. That man is a vile, destructive force in this country and in the world. He causes hurricanes, everyone, according to Jennifer Lawrence. And if he hates it, or if his acolytes hate it, if Ron DeSantis, Mr. effing education-destroying DeSantis, wants to hate on my movie, that's fine with me too. Once again, we have a filmmaker telling more than half the country, you are not welcome here. I didn't make this movie to entertain, inspire, move, or even change your mind. No, I made this movie because I hate you and to show you how morally superior I am. And that is exactly the truth. And this movie, I can already tell you this right now, this movie will be a flop. Nobody's going to go check out this film. So enjoy that while you can. Enjoy not making any money from this movie, James Gray. But let's get into what the actor in this film, Jeremy Strong, has to say here as well. Because if you thought that was loony, just wait until you hear what he has to say. Succession star Jeremy Strong calls acting his religion. It is a sacramental activity. This really says a lot about Hollywood. This really does. Succession, by the way, I really like the Succession show quite a bit. It's really interesting. I love like the political stuff that goes on in it, and kind of the fight for the top of the food chain and all of that type of stuff. All of that stuff is always a very interesting thing for me to watch when it comes to entertainment. But you know, man, he goes off here. So when asked by the interviewer point blank if acting was his religion, which is a weird question to start with, Strong said in a way it was. It might come off sounding a certain way if I were to say that, but yes, he replied, I think it is a sacramental activity expressing a faith, if that's what a religion is. I feel wary of saying that because religion is religion, and I don't want to diminish what religion is. But for me, certainly, theaters have always been a place that feel kind of holy, and the communicative and healing power of film is completely profound and mysterious. So yeah, I'm a devotee of that. Yeah. What? Strong has been criticized for method acting in the past and his overall intensity for acting. So, yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time that he's kind of been in the spotlight for what he said. His co-star, British actor Brian Cox, was outspoken in his criticism of that approach. I don't hold a lot of that American shit, having to have a religious experience every time you play a part. It's crap, he said. I don't hang on to the characters I play. I let them go through me. The thing is to be ready to accept as an actor. You stand there, you're ready to accept whatever is thrown at you. So anyway, so this is just another sign of just how weird and whacked out and loony Hollywood is, and that they just hold this stuff way too importantly. They think of themselves as gods among men. They really think that we should all be looking up to them for our moral guidance and everything else. And when you hear things coming from people like Jeremy Strong and the director of this new movie that he's in, Armageddon Time, saying that they hope that you actually outright hate his film, and that's why he's making the movie, is because he hates you, then yeah, we're not going to hold those people in any sort of high regard whatsoever. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.